What's up guys, Boxing IQ here, back again with another video. And before I get into the video, I just want to say I appreciate all the love and support you guys have been showing me on the channel. All I'm interested in doing on this channel is making top boxing quality content, diving deep into the depths of the science of the sport of boxing, which I love. I truly love the art of fighting, and boxing is obviously one of my favourite sports. So all I want to talk about today is just some topics about boxing. My topic I'm interested in talking about today, before I get into it, if you guys could just smash that subscribe button. Yes, Boxing IQ is back with a bang, and all I'm going to do is just make the best fighting / boxing content for you guys. So my topic today is about middleweight legend Gennady Golovkin. Okay, there's a lot of controversy going around about whether Gennady Golovkin should be a Hall of Famer. Now, I'm somebody that I would, say is very knowledgeable. I've been following boxing for a lot of years. Obviously, I had a boxing channel that was doing pretty well prior to starting my boxing channel again. So I would say that anybody that's even gonna question whether Gennady Golovkin should be a Hall of Famer shouldn't even be talking about boxing. I think they should go and follow another sport, because to say a man that's had 21 middleweight title defenses, beating Bernard Hopkins, or equaling Bernard, I'm pretty sure he's beating Bernard Hopkins, I need to double check that, but 21 middleweight title defenses in the middleweight division, successfully defending his title 21 times. This guy cleaned out the middleweight division. Not to mention, in my opinion, he won both the fights against Canelo Alvarez. A prime Canelo Alvarez, which first one you obviously won and got robbed. To say whether this man should be in the Hall of Fame, to even debate that, is absolutely ludicrous. And I'm going to go straight into it, because I saw Ryan Garcia, as he does, a social media queen, yapping his mouth about, Golovkin shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know what he's talking about. He got dropped by Luke Campbell, so he shouldn't really be talking about whether Golovkin should be in the Hall of Fame or not. But everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Garcia can say what he wants. I think Golovkin's a Hall of Famer, and like I said, I'm about to go into it now. So the 21 middleweight title weight defenses. Number 2, one of the most all-time greatest reigning middleweights of all time. Who's reigned longer than Golovkin? 22 straight consecutive knockouts. Now, yes, we're going to go here and say, Golovkin's fought nobody, Golovkin's resume. Did you see a prime Golovkin? Who on earth wanted to step in the ring with that guy? Well, one punch from the prime Golovkin would send you to the moon with the cows. I'm being deadly serious. Who would step in the ring with that guy? Sergio Martinez, Miguel Cotto, all the top middleweights at the time when Golovkin was fighting at HBO. They all dropped the pen. They didn't want the fight, and I wonder why. Why do they not want to fight the most ferocious middleweight? Why? Because it's high risk and low reward. That's why. Miguel Cotto didn't want the fight. Sergio Martinez didn't want the fight. You all know Mr. Saul Alvarez vacated his belt in 2015, his WBC belt, to fight a prime Golovkin. If that doesn't say this man was one of the most avoided fighters of all time, what does? Honestly, what says he's the most avoided fighter of all time? So to even debate whether this man should be in the Hall of Fame or not is ludicrous. I don't think I've ever seen a middleweight so dominant and that's reigned for so long, for so many years. Maybe Marvelous Marvin Hagler, you could say, arguably. But in my opinion, I think Triple G was a better fighter. I think Triple G is more durable, has a 345-5 amateur record, impressive amateur record. Not to mention that Gennady Golovkin's never been dropped or rocked in one amateur fight, which shows he's probably got the most durable chin in the sport. Just off of his 21 title weight defenses, middleweight title defenses, beating Bernard Hopkins' record as the most title defenses in the sport, should allow him to get into the Hall of Fame, just off of that. So let me know what you guys think about whether Triple G should be in the Hall of Fame. I think there's zero debate about this. I keep seeing things, from DAZN commentators, keep seeing stuff from Garcia, keep seeing things from, other, big figures in the sport of boxing, other pundits, etc., other figures in the sport, questioning, Sean Paul, questioning whether Golovkin should be in the Hall of Fame. I just think it's absolutely disgusting. The man was avoided. We all know Triple G's career, in a way, was mismanaged. He came from the US. He made his USA debut when he was 30. We all saw what he was doing before he even came to the US. Anybody fights that Golovkin, I'm sorry, but you're not going to probably even make it past 5 rounds. If Alvarez fought the Golovkin that came before into the US, before his US debut, we all know how that fight would end. So, in a way, I think his career could have been managed a lot better. However, I think, what the man achieved, let's be honest, he unified the middleweight division, holding full belts, reigning that long. We all know Alvarez docked him for God knows how many donkeys of years. And we also know Mr. Alvarez Sal vacated his WBC belt instead of fighting Golovkin, which if that doesn't tell you, I'm a scaredy cat of Gennady Golovkin. And same thing with Sergio Martinez, Miguel Cotto, all the big names, Andre Ward, all these names that could have fought a prime Golovkin and knew that they didn't want the smoke with a prime Golovkin. Maybe people would say, oh, Triple G should be in the Hall of Fame. Triple G's got Andre Ward. Triple G's got Miguel Cotto. Triple G's got Sergio Martinez. Triple G doesn't need those names because Triple G is one of the greatest middleweights of all time. 21 middleweight title defenses prove that. And his reign in the middleweight division, not to mention that he's ESPN, he's one of the most avoided fighters of all time. It's not his fault he couldn't secure those fights. Who'd want to fight a guy that's higher risk and low reward? It just doesn't make sense. But let me know what you guys think. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Triple G. Triple G's an all-time great. I think he is the best middleweight of all time. Obviously, everybody's got entitled to their own opinion. You guys let me know what you think. Smash the subscribe button. But yeah, I don't think there's any debate. Triple G should be in the Hall of Fame. First ballot Hall of Famer. And, I rest my case. Thank you for watching, guys. Peace.